What's up? What's up, everyone? It's your girl Stephanie T with the Wife School Podcast. Um, I finally got a chance to look at the Divorced movie by Tyler Perry. Um, yeah, it was a bit much, but to say I'm sorry, I'm getting over pneumonia. But I will like to say that I am happy for Cory. I don't have a soundboard. Hey! I'm happy for Cory to see that he's back on top. Um, and just a word to women, you know, um, that sometimes you may look at your husband and you may have your preconceived thoughts about him, or you may be wondering or having these, expectations out of nowhere, or expectations that people have planted in your head because you are talking outside your home and not to trusted people like your pastor or a counselor or therapist. Um, and sometimes you gotta watch them, but you you get these ideas in your head from outside sources that, oh yeah, husband, oh, he could be doing more than that, or this and that, or people that are just negatively talking about your husband and giving you ideas that aren't your own. And now when you get those ideas in you and you get home and you see him, you're looking at him like anything he does gets on your nerves. You don't make enough money, or why you work so much, or you don't spend enough time, you know what I'm saying? So that's your spouse. And if everything is going well, you should talk to them. You should talk to your husband. You should talk to your wife, especially women. Women, you should talk to your husband. Stop holding things in. And don't talk down on him, because you still have to respect your husband. He is the leader of your home. So if you have any concerns, definitely bring it up, and in a manner that you are still heard, but and also highly in a manner that he is not disrespected, because we don't want that. We don't want to start disrespecting our spouse, saying certain things about our spouse, and now there's resentment in the house and contention, and now you're not having sex with him and withholding this, and like he's wondering where all this coming from, you know? So, I just look at Tia in this situation, and how, if you was, I mean, we're not perfect, and you're not perfect, baby girl. And as much as you prance around, as much as you put makeup on, as much as you try to flaunt that everything's okay, that you're in this new awesome season of love, um, I know it's not going well for you. It doesn't go well for most people. But to see that, if you would have given the same grace that you were expecting people to show you, I think your marriage would have still been cohesive and together. That it would have been, all that time you spent trying to seek attention from other things, if you would have just harnessed that. And maybe your husband don't like to be out there in the public eye, but if you were to spend that time with him, getting to know him and boosting his boosting him up, who knows where you guys could have been. I know if he had this opportunity right now, that you would have been right beside his side, that you would have been right beside him. But choosing to separate and, you know, tear our homes apart for the sake of the so-called happiness, and tearing our homes because we think the grass is green on the other side, tearing down our homes because we have this unfulfilled need while we have a whole husband and children. that are going to suffer from this. Sometimes we make fast decisions, you know, short-term decisions that have a long-term effect that sometimes we cannot come back from, you know. And I would just encourage women, have grace for your husband. Women, go get a hobby. Go read a book. Before you think or have or something disrespectful comes out of your mouth, breathe and think, will this benefit me? Is it necessary? Is it going to help the situation or hurt the situation? Just because you're a woman and you think whatever, the world do not revolve around you. If you come into union with a man, it is both of you guys. And the greatest form of love is consideration. You have to be considerate of your mate. And he has feelings too. He wants to hold on to the marriage too. Some men may not know how to express that in a full manner, but for the most part, I know that men want to hold on and stay in their marriages. But unfortunately, you know, giving Cory the boot has seemingly to be a good turnaround for him, you know. But I would encourage not to give your husband the boot if he's a decent man. If he's not making as much money as you or whatever, try to do something together so that you guys can build something together. You can always rebuild something. You can always start something new. It can be something small. It doesn't even have to be a business. It could be just something that you guys do, you know, for yourselves, so that you would have something that you guys are contributing on together, you know. Because I tell you, not everybody can deal with your mess. Sometimes God has purposed you with that person, and they're programmed and they have been blessed and anointed to deal with your craziness, to deal with your emotional roller coasters. And you in reverse are able to deal with that man, you know, and his sternness and his authority and his leadership. God puts that in us. But we come together to iron that out. You know, we iron it out a lot in dating and when we're courting, and we continuously iron it out as we grow with each other. And then we know each other. We're one. So, Cory, I would just want to say congratulations. It seems like this is an uptick for you. I love your humbleness, that you're just taking things one step at a time. I can appreciate that. You're getting busy, and just going back into your acting. You know, maybe it was a season. Stick with your spouses during these dry seasons. There's 4 seasons. It's cold sometimes. Sometimes it's hot. You know, things are popping. Okay. And then when the fall comes, everything seems like it's falling apart. And then spring comes. Then everything's just starting to bloom. You start to see the little bud on the trees, and you know that, wow, you know, it's going to be green again, you know. So don't let impulsive decisions and impulsive emotions break down your home. I'm not saying staying in abuse and all that and things like that. That's just something else, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, for the most part, a good, healthy, decent marriage that does not have to dissolve. So, congratulations, Cory. Tia, hope you're not kicking your butt too hard, but, you know, I think you should have got better counsel. So, that's all I have to say. And peace out, guys.